into the first corner. Driver number 1 looking to the inside of 2. Second place, sets himself up for a pass going into this carousel. Is he going to be able to get his nose in there? No.
Welcome to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Drivers are currently in their qualifying, almost done with it. They have about 3 minutes left in it for them. I need to switch over their numbers. I will make sure to do that right now. So numbers will change when they switch over into the main session. It is 150 laps here though for these guys. Long sweeping turns here at New Hampshire. Be surprised how long it takes you to turn here. You are really just waiting for it to turn forever. I believe in this car, you're going to be downshifting, getting into the corners because you have to with this setup. I don't know if they're running. I think they are running the setup here, I believe. Let me check. See what hub code said this here. I need to make sure. Okay, there we go. Never mind. We are good. So they are running the set that Kenny Copeland made, I believe. Let me just check really quickly here. Yes, we are running the New Hampshire setup that Kenny made. He works for Team Watson Racing Setups. This league does run some setups that he makes, so does a very good job with that too. Again, they're still doing that. They have about 2 minutes left. Dylan still sits on top by a good 10th too, so he's definitely farther out front than everybody else. But again, that's qualifying. I don't really look at qualifying times. That is not okay. But you know, this track I do expect to be raced like the short track a little bit. You can kind of hit guys out of the way if you're not too aggressive, but if you're gonna absolutely just plow them, that's not gonna work the best. I would not do that. I would really advise against that so far because it just doesn't end up too well. I've figured that out here a couple of times. I've been punted. I believe I actually did punt somebody here on accident. Did not mean to. A lot of brake checking, surprising. You can really get away with that. I believe that's pretty much everybody who's going to run their qualifying lap. Metler's actually going to run his, though. What in the world is that? Okay, so... Oh, he's messed up his qualifying lap. This is his first one, though, I believe. The reason I said what in the world is, look at the paint scheme. It's a Chevy car with a Ford logo. The Castrol logo is miscentered on it. It's got a Ford logo on the hood. I have no idea. That just looks weird. That just looks completely weird. But I'll pull up the qualifying results here. So first is going to be Dylan McDonald, second Joseph Grijalva, third Jonathan Cogswell, fourth Jeffrey Taylor, fifth Lucas Whitehead, sixth DJ Daniels, seventh Brock Whitehead, eighth Cody Tarrant, ninth Patrick McQuaid, 10th Warren Young, 11th Ryan Sizemore, 12th TJ Hanley, 13th Brandon McLaughlin, 14th Chris Hupka, 15th Trey Whitehead, 16th Mike Salvanovsky, 17th Christian Roos, 18th Dylan Ellis, 19th Chris Zofield, 20th Christopher Cash, 21st Thomas Stewart, 22nd Noah Owens, 23rd Johnny Williams, 24th Christopher Tate, 25th Christopher Birds, 26th is Matt Metler. You did see Metler mess up his qualifying lap, so that's probably why he didn't get in there. And this track is incredibly quiet too. I will say that. I did not expect it to be this quiet, but it definitely is. We are not too far off of my normal sound either. But in other news, that Submarine that was lost was not, well, found, but they found debris from it. So most likely happened is it had imploded on itself, meaning that there was a leak somewhere, and it was pretty much a instant death for all the passengers that were the passengers that were on board it. For some reason, I was really invested in it. I found it super interesting. You know, the ocean's so big that when you lose something there, if you don't know, like, there was not any hints of where it was, you're not finding it. You are not finding that at all. And it sucks that they were in there, you know, because it was probably, they may have heard some cracks and stuff, and that may have caused them panic, but it pretty much crushed them instantly. And when I said crushed them instantly, I mean like faster than the snap of your fingers. That whole thing got crushed like stepping on a soda can, and even worse. So they probably died immediately. So it was at least a painless death for them. And I just, I would. It sucks too. I mean, they just didn't deserve that at all. But on the off topic here, pace car will pull in here. Starter has the flag in his hand. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here. You did see Johnny Williams there. He went off track for just a second. I think he did keep it rolling, though, so that's why there was no caution that had been thrown. For that instant that we saw there, he actually did jump to the pits, too, immediately. First lap out of 1 and 2 is really hard to get. It is not a fun thing to deal with, but we have Brock looking under Joseph here. Joseph so far dropping 3 positions. And I have Jeffrey Taylor up under him. You see DJ Daniel. So we can get kind of a little wider here at this track. Don't want to go too wide, however, as that is... Who is there up there in that? Oh, we got a wreck in the back, though. Multiple drivers involved. That's Cody Tarrant, and I believe that's TJ Hanley. Everyone else comes to a stop. Tarrant's engine is smoking, so it is gone. Trying to see who that blue and white car was. I think that was... That's Patrick McQuaid. I was looking at that nice paint scheme that he had, but see what happened here. That's Warren Young below Cody. Yeah, Cody, you can't blame Warren on that. That's not Warren's fault here. So Cody just has it step out on him, right here. He's got a lot of wheel into it on the throttle, right? Now, kicks out on him, comes down into Warren, goes up into the outside wall, and then TJ gets involved in it. So does Brandon McLaughlin. So does Savanoski, but he goes right through him. Very lucky that he did that. And everybody else does a pretty good job of avoiding him, too. That's going to definitely hurt him a lot. You see McLaughlin. He's already in pit road. That has probably knocked his toe out heavily. He's actually... Did he tow to pit road, or did he pit? Oh, I believe he may have required repairs. So he may be stuck in pit road until that gets done. We'll go back and look and see what happened to Johnny Williams on that very first lap. He just tried to get on the gas a little bit too hard and just bam, right down to the inside. And I think he knocked the steering out of that completely, it looks, because it just... I don't know if that's the grass or he actually knocked it out so bad. He was not turning at all, like literally at all. You see he tows it there. I don't think we'll see anybody come down pit road besides the guys that have damage. Cody's still sitting in his pit box. Not Cody, Johnny is. Just making sure on that. believe they are still doing that event. Doing a stream the day before the 4th of July, so... This world is a messed up place. Something that somebody sent in the Discord. People are... I don't know why it was interesting to me, but people are like, oh, who cares they were millionaires? They're still people. Like, it doesn't matter the amount of money that they have. That's still a person. I mean, still living, breathing. You open, like, you do like surgery on him. That's still gonna be a person. I don't see how people just are like, oh, they deserved it, or who cares because they're millionaires. You're literally saying they're not a person. Like, I don't know how you can justify that. Or, I mean, there's a 19-year-old kid, pretty much, that was on there that's dead. I mean, all of them are dead. I believe they found the nose of the submarine, then they started finding the other parts. So they kind of made them conclude that they were all gone. So you couldn't fix that anymore. That is actually the first like planned like dive in the history of submarines, I believe, that has gone bad like that. I believe that's what somebody said on the news. Like, that was the first one ever. Pace car will pull in this lap. Oh. Dylan McDonald will lead them back to green here. Cogswell on his outside as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Brock just shot down to the inside. Was able to save it though. I don't know if he just got loose off the corner. He got a little bit of help. I had to guess he probably just got loose because that's what this track is really hard on that. On exit, you think you can really get on the throttle, and you can't. As you see, Joseph just finds that out the hard way. He'll go through the grass, do a little bit of landscaping, realizes doesn't wreck, and caution comes out though. That was probably a preemptive. You know, let's just not hope that he comes back up into the track. He does a good job though. I thought he was going to wash up in front of everybody. Yeah, he just had it step out on him. Actually, wasn't really even in the throttle. It's where, I think it's right there, is where he grabbed back on the asphalt is what got him so much grip and shot him sideways. But that's 2 cautions in the span of only 10 laps so far. So that's not too good of a sign early on in the race for these guys at all. You don't really want to be seeing a lot of cautions be flying, but sometimes that just does happen. I do expect maybe a little bit later they'll realize, okay, like, we can't do this with the car. There's certain things that we have to be a little bit mindful about. We can't just go all out like we would like to. Why did all those lights just go out? That is odd. Oh, okay, that's why I was confused. I have a new mouse and it also has controlled lighting, and evidently it syncs up to iRacing when I play or when I'm on it. Did not realize it did that, but TJ, this is prior damage that he had. I believe Johnny Williams, he'll get one of his laps back. No, no, Tarrant will actually get one of his laps back. And that'll put him back on the lead lap too. He won't be having to chase everybody down and try to pass him and then pass him again to get back on the lead lap. do want to see when they go green, if they're shifting down into fourth. Come here. Come on. Have a golden retriever 2-year-old puppy. He's laying up on my bed whining right now, looking at me. I can hear him through the headset. If I bring him down here, he starts jumping all over me, trying to get me to pet him. If he goes up on my bed, he just whines. So I'm kind of in like a weird situation. Come here. Come on. Jump off. I'll let him be down here. He normally lays at my feet, but for some reason tonight, he's decided not to do that. Luckily, I don't think he can actually get to the power cord either under there. Yes, he cannot. There's actually not even a switch. You gotta yank it out the wall, I believe, to even do that. But he should be laying at my feet. But he's decided to make life difficult. I'll tell you what, golden retrievers are clingy. They are needy. They always want something. And he's probably a bottomless pit. If you give him any food, he will swallow it in like one bite. His name is Gatsby too, just to give you a little bit of stuff to talk about. Was looking at paint schemes, so we do have a lot of new paint schemes here. So we'll start from the front. Dylan, I've saw his before. Lucas, I know his. Same, different. I think I've saw that one before on McQuaid. Whitehead's different. Warren's different. Sizemore's is different. Who is that 20? Tate's car is different. I believe Roberge's car is different. Metler's is different. And Johnny Williams is different. But lights did go off here as we saw him line up 2 by 2. So now go away from me, dog, so I can do this. No! Get down. Down. Probably up out away. I'll go sniff the... I don't even know what he's doing at this point. But pace car will pull in. Bill McDonald will lead them to green here. Going to have Lucas Whitehead on his outside. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. See him kind of fan out back here. Tate's trying to get up under Hub. It looks like he'll get that position too. This track can kind of be raced like a short track a little bit. Not really. It just depends on the driver more or less and how you tend to drive. As Tate just wiggles off that corner hard. Did see Sobnowski go to the inside wall. He did get it. Did get it too. Stewart's paint is not loading for some reason, so he's the completely white Ford right now. See Cogswell. He's trying to get around Lucas and the high line. That's kind of almost a line you want to run. Surprisingly, you want to not run up towards the top, as Metler and Williams have crashed, as that brings the caution out here. And what happens here? Something. That's not Metler's fault. That Metler is not in the wrong here. Something happened with Joseph and Cody. Sorry, not Joseph. Joseph and Chris. What happened here? So, I mean, he just sailed it on in there. I don't know if he locked up the brakes or he just tried to let it roll, but looks like he just launched it in the corner. Oh, that's, yep. So what that is look at his wheel. So this is the rear brake bias being set too high. Watch him counter steer. He got on the brakes and it kicked out on him. So that rear brake bias is too high. He needs to move it up towards the front. Now Metler was innocent bystander. Literally, there was nothing that he can do at that point. He was along for the ride, pretty much. PJ, Thomas, Chris will all come down pit road. Cody will come down pit road. Savanoski. Metler is obviously going to come down pit road because he has some damage. I wonder if DirecTV sponsors iRace in some way. Probably do. Okay, Google. I didn't mean for my phone to pick that up. I'm actually going to check that. I don't know. As Kathy, yes, we have 4 dogs. He's, I don't want to say his name because he'll come up here, but he's Gatsby. He's two-year-old golden retriever. Got packed. My German Shepherd. He's about 6 or 5 years old. Got Buddy, who's a mix. He's probably 10 years old, I'd say. No, he's about 9 or 8 years old. And then we have Charlie, who's... I cannot stand that dog. He's like 4? No, he's... I think he's 4 years old. He's annoying. I hate that dog with everything in me. He's a miniature schnauzer. He is one of the yappiest things I've ever dealt with in my life. I mean, we can't stand him. Never liked small dogs. I've always been a big dog person. I don't know why I like bigger dogs than smaller ones. I guess it's just because they're quiet and they don't really make as much noise either. There's just something with them. Believe the lights will go off here. That is not a good sign. With 3 cautions and you're only 20 laps into the race. It'll be Dylan McDonald, Jonathan Cogswell, Lucas Whitehead, Jeffrey Taylor, DJ Daniel, and Patrick McQuaid, your top 3 rows. The pace car will pull in here. Starter has the flag in his hand. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway. I don't know why that was a caution, but caution is back out. I don't know why that... I think Roos might have gotten a little bit of help. If he did. No, it is just so low on the track. He tries to get back in the throttle and just kicks out on him. He's not really even in it that aggressively either. He does a good job of saving it too. He doesn't hit anything, and then I don't know what happens to Johnny behind him. Same thing. I think he actually stepped on the brakes, however. And then when he got back onto the surface, it yanked the wheel to the right on him. Brings out the 4th caution in 23 laps. Really hope this does not become a caution fest. Short tracks tend to come like this, and it is Yeah, it is not the funnest thing to commentate. It's really hard to do, and it just kind of gets to the point where you're like, well, I really can't do anything because there's just so many wrecks to deal with. But I think, well, they haven't really had a lot of time to even figure out the set. Unless they did practice before they figured out the set. If they didn't have practice before, where they're kind of just going in blind and saying, you know what, whatever happens, happens. Throw caution into the wind. Throw it in the wall and see if it sticks. That's what they're pretty much trying to do. Johnny Williams is somehow getting a lap back, even though he spun. I don't know how that's possible, but okay. We will actually go on a commercial break here because I think that when we do that, we'll get back just before they go green here. As we almost get through that final ad, but we are going to get the green flag this time by pace car pulls in. Dylan McDonald, Lucas Whitehead as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Everybody gets off there somewhat well. Johnny Williams does get loose in the back there, however. As we have another wreck here off of the exit of turn 2. No, it was Trey that was involved. I think he got turned by somebody. McLaughlin comes to a stop in time. I don't know why it went to Metler here. We're going to go to Trey's point of view. 3 wide, Warren in the middle, DJ, or Warren up top, DJ in the middle, and just wiggles and overcorrects, and Warren can't go anywhere after that. So, oh, who did he just got? Did he just wreck again? Okay, I don't. Oh, his steering's broken. That is weird. That is odd. I don't know what happened. Did he come off of a surface? I have never... His steering's obviously broke. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Is it where he transitions right here? What in the world? Yeah, that's... kind of after he transitions? I don't know what happened. That is odd. I mean, he's obviously crab... What do you want? He's obviously crab walking, so... I don't know how... That is... I've never saw a car have that problem before. I mean, it literally just shot sideways out of nowhere. The steering, again, it's shot. It is completely shot. But I just don't know what happened on that. It just doesn't make any sense that it just threw him sideways out of nowhere. Where are they up to? Or, ow, that's your whiskers, never mind. Go away, doggy, I don't want you here. No, that way, Gatsby. Go open the bed, please. No, not in my side. I think he's debating about going up there now. Oh, and you all are in the comments. How's your day been? As Ryan, hello there. I just saw your comment in the chat. I have 3 monitors. I evidently need like 20,000 of them to be able to read what I need to read. I believe lights have gone off here. Yeah, I believe lights did go off, I think. No, they're still on. Nope, yeah, they did go off this time by. So, we're going to grab the green flag. And have they changed it to single file restarts here? It looks like it's single file restarts now. Because people are having issues getting up off the corner, being under somebody. Cars are not wanting to handle right, so I believe RC has made the choice to do single file restarts here. No side by side here anymore. Pace car will pull in here. Dylan McDonald, Lucas Whitehead, Jonathan Cogswell, and Jeffrey Taylor at the top 3 as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Brock got punted going down to 1 and 2 because he was through the grass, literally drifting the car sideways. As we have more contact there, Tate goes up into the outside wall hard. Might have came down, or Cash might have came up. It looks like it. I'm guessing Cash came up to him now. Yeah, Cash got into the rear end of him on entry, and that sent Tate into the wall. Probably really cranked the wheel, too, to try to save. That's where these next gens are so hard to do. You can't really hold the wheel. You're almost... I had to show y'all. You're kind of... You're counter steering, but you're also steering back to the turn that you normally are. So it's trying to get more grip at the same time, and it's not, but you're not going to overcorrect it because you're still going, through the corner. So it's either it's going to correct itself or it's just going to spin down to the inside. But evidently, still a problem with running each other over so far. That again, that was it was not on purpose. He just got in there too hot. I mean, you're so close together. It's literally like, oh, we make one mistake and it's over at this point. One thing that short tracks are not fun for, if you literally make one mistake and you're going to get piled into by like 20 people behind you, and it's not fun. And that's why I don't run short tracks, really, because of how ridiculous they can get. Let's see. Ryan has not responded in the chat, just looking at it. Just texting in the Discord here. So lights won't go off, so at least they'll have one more time around. We have had some guys pit that weren't involved in some incidents, though. I do want to see, now that I'm thinking about it, where Brock got some help, because he got punted by somebody. That is... I don't know. Let me get a look at this. I can't tell if... See, he's not up against the wall. I would say that's a block in my mind, because he's middle of the track. When you're not going to enter like that. That's just not how you're going to enter. You're going to be a little bit higher on it. I will go and see his cockpit view, see if he did steer down, because I'm pretty sure he did. That's a block, and it's what, 34 laps into the race at this point. Yeah, that's... I don't know. It doesn't look like he's really turning down, though, is the issue. Yeah, I don't think it looks like a block, but I think he moved down, but he might have saw Tate in his rearview mirror, though. Look, lights to go off here again. Do you want to commentate with me or something, dude? I know I'm the only one home, and you're my dog, but, like, why are you all over me? Ah-ha-ha. His car will pull in here. Dylan McDonald will lead them back to the green. Lucas Whitehead behind Tim, Jonathan Cogswell, and Jeffrey Taylor as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway. We have a caution here. Joseph. It's crashed. Turn 1. I say I couldn't see anything. Do you have any more on you? No, you don't. Okay, now go away. Go away. Get away. No, that way. Let's see what happens. TJ got loose, came down into Joseph. Joseph locked it down. Oh, Johnny. Johnny, I think, got him there, but it might have been barely. But I don't know if I would have thrown a caution that far back. I mean, that's pretty far back there to be throwing one. All right, go away. There you go. She pulled out something on that earlier too. I didn't realize I was on there, but it is now dead. So I'm not really been able to get a run to where I can truly see like what's happening. Sorry. To truly see like how they're shifting. I'm gonna. Yes, sorry if you hear them barking in the background. It's our little yappy dog is setting off the alarm, I call it. When he starts barking, it seems like everybody else does, even though he can't even see anything half the time. Lights should stay on one more time. Yeah, the top 12 haven't even pitted once. And honestly, I would not want to pit and get back there either. So I don't blame them for not coming in. Yeah, so lights, actually, it went off that time by, so I think they might be shortening the caution laps here. It'll be Dylan McDonald again. And honestly, by the way this is going, he may only have to just pit once. I mean, he seriously may have to pit once. I don't know what the fuel is like, but I mean, they evidently have ran like 6 total green flag laps. Pace car does pull in here. Dylan McDonald will lead them back to green. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway. Got some people blinking in and out, so that might end up bad here. We got more real action going on in the back. Everybody's pretty much single file behind each other, and they're really abusing that right front too, is what I'm noticing. Kind of look at how they wash up in the corner, and then on exit, or sorry, on entry, they're really going up the track, like right here. Brock didn't really do it, but Roberge, like the way he just took that there, he's really leaning on that right front. It's going to be good for about 10 laps, and after that, it's not going to be fun as we just have somebody bounce it off the wall. That is, I believe, Tarrant. Yes, as they all go around him. Oh, no. Please don't hit each other. Because you really don't want to be that far up on the track. That's the kind of no-no zone for most of these guys there. He just got loose coming off of 3 and 4. When they settle in as McQuaid is coming to the pits. I don't, maybe might have something else happening in real life that he has to pull off the track for. That's the only thing I could guess that he is pulling in here for. Unless it's a penalty that he has to serve, something like that. Back here is really where it all is. And you got McLaughlin, Cody, Zalnowski, Tate just had that car come loose off the corner. Roos, he got spun earlier. He's kind of making a little bit of a rebound. He's currently oh, that's brake bias gone wrong as Tate has the brake bias set way too far to the rear too. You saw that car just shoot sideways immediately. We have a lot of guys shooting up the track. I don't think the shooting up the track is going to be it's going to work much longer for these guys that are doing that. It's going to come back and get them here soon. McLaughlin going side by side with Tate here. It's going to be who's going to lift going into the corner more, as McLaughlin won't be able to do that as he kicks sideways also. We have a little bit of a green flag run going on now. As Trey gets past Dylan Ellis there for that position. In front of him too, we got Noah Owens and DJ Daniel kind of going at it with each other. look at this camera view right here. It's like camera 2 is really the only good camera that we have. Look at Hubka. Hubka's up to 9th. He's up 5 positions from where he started, but biggest mover is actually Reverge. He's up 17 positions from where he qualified, currently sitting in 8th. Looks like he's running down Ryan also. See where Dylan is. Dylan is kind of checked out. I do want to see if he is shifting, however. We'll get him on the back stretch here. He's in 4th gear. He's shifting. He's in 5th. He's not. Let me just see. Yep, he is... riding around in 4th. Anybody else? It looks like, yeah, this is a 4th gear setup. So early on in the run, they're going to be getting out that corner pretty good. But really, where it's so high in gear, you know, they're hitting rev limit at the end of the back stretch and front stretch. It's kind of what you want because as the race goes on, you know, you're going to slow down more. But you're not going to slow down as much as guys that have a different gearing. But everybody has the same gearing here because it's a fixed setup. So I thought we see some shifting, but we won't. Kind of sucks because I think shifting puts it, you know, more in the driver's hands. Really depends on, you know, who the person is and if they can handle that car with wrestling it around and having to deal with it, wanting to say bye-bye to itself and almost die every corner. Not a very fun feeling to have a car that feels like it's about to kill you when you want to drive it. Yeah, I've been noticing now, though, it seems like most of these guys are realizing that we can't go as hard in the corner as we wanted to. We kind of got to let it roll a little bit more as Cash and Cody are tight off the corner. I think Cody's actually going to get into the wall a little bit. Cash kind of didn't run him out of room there, but he definitely ran him a little bit higher than what I would have done. And Cody might have cooked it in there. I think he has. I always get confused between the 25 and the 12 because they're running tied paint schemes, both of them are, so I don't know who's who half the time. We got Warren Young with that right front pretty much just destroyed. He's still up here in 5th right now. He's having a good night so far as Cogswell's trying to get around Lucas Whitehead for its 2nd position right now. He's been stalking him. Lap times pretty much matching between these two. 45 and a 44. Let's see what it is this time. 31, 38, 31, 42. So really not a big difference at all. I mean, I really wouldn't really count that as being a change between them all. I would almost dare to downshift as Johnny Williams has gone off track. He is off the exit of turn 2. See if he gets it back rolling here. He will just go ahead and tow it to pit road. Yeah, he's up really high. It's going to step out on him. Yep, there it is. Steps out on him. Luckily, he kind of hits the wall in a semi-soft fashion. It does pound the right front tire, though. He jumps to pits. Pits get out of the way of everybody else that's racing there. It does seem, though, that I expect as the run goes on, it's just going to get worse with these guys getting loose. They're going to have to really deal with that because the tires are going to be worn. But the good thing is they're not turning a lot of RPMs coming off the corner. So they're not really having to deal with that super, super heavy wheel spin coming off of it. I mean, it's still there, but it's not going to be as vicious as everything else was. Or as it would be if you had to shift. See, Cogswell's trying to get up under Lucas. Now he's finally got side by side with him. But Lucas Lucas can really mess with Cogswell here. That outside line is pretty hard to pass somebody if they're holding it. Yeah, you see him hold it there, and he's just going to pretty much pull him down the front stretch. Down the back, or yeah, front stretch. Sorry, as Cogswell gets in there deep. Might have moved the brake bias to the front and realized he can balance it out doing that. But he'll get side by side again. Here going to be a drag race. Whitehead will have a little bit of a run, but Cogswell's now drawn even with him. Still going to be going at it between these two. It looks like Cogswell will finally get it. Crossover from Whitehead possibly. No, it looks like Cogswell saved his tires enough. He should be able to drive away from him from that point on. So now that there was a difference in no, oh, not difference. Now that there was kind of a delay pretty much because they had to deal with the cautions. Their fuel is weird. It's kind of up in the air for me. I really don't know, like, where they're going to be pitting at. We're coming up to halfway in the race, too. Got to keep that in mind. Mettler's just in his own little world. What happened to McQuaid, though? The only thing I can think of is that he had a penalty. He might be caught by Dylan here, too. From the 3170. As Taylor is, okay, he's done this smart here. So what he's doing is, look at how he's getting off the corner here. He's still loose, but watch him shift. He does it going into the corner. So he's shifting, he's maybe a little bit early. But what that's maybe doing to him right here is he's shifting and coming out of 4 though. He's not. He's doing it in one. Oh my gosh! Okay, I don't know what that was. That is, I don't know if he's moving over for him or. Like, that is a early lift. I don't know what in the world happened there. I mean, he sailed on in there. I want to see, is he shifting coming out of 2, though? Coming into 1 and 2. That right front's going to be gone, bud. You might want to start shifting now. So, what that's doing here, it's not letting him get off the corner as good, but he's also keeping more, or he's not keeping so much RPM. The tires aren't wanting to kick out on him. He's actually able to save a little bit of rear tire trying to drive off the corner. But Cogswell is catching McDonald, though. He's going to get him before this run ends. He's coming for him. I think Taylor will probably get around Whitehead soon here, too. They're in the back. They're semi-spaced out. We got some action going on around here. Around Noah Owens, McLaughlin, Roos. Cash and TJ are trying to deal with each other. I don't want to give them the broadcaster's curse. I was going to say they've been doing pretty... Do you have my hat? How did you get these? Retrievers will give you... will bring you anything. No, do not get my hat. I don't know how you got this. I don't even know how he's getting some of this stuff. Don't you go up there and get it. No. No. I don't even know how he got that hat either. That's the big thing. It's literally hung up somewhere. That is the retriever in you, though. See Warren. I'm surprised Warren's up here with the damage that he has, because it looks like it's pretty bad on that right front. You can see it's pulling his wheel to the right a little bit too, so he's not got the best steering input in the world. Yeah, when you scrape it against the wall, it doesn't help either. But Taylor is stalking Whitehead. I mean, he's going to get around him in maybe 4 or 5 laps because he's getting ever so closer every single time he gets there. Yeah, we can see Young and Whitehead go side by side with each other. Young will lose that spot to Trey. See Trey's catching Brock. Really, the action seems to be more towards the back. That's where I see guys just more side by side. This is probably just worn out tires really getting to them, and they just can't really turn anymore. So they're having to deal with these tires wearing off, and it's only going to make it worse as Mettler's coming to pit road. This is probably going to be his only pit stop in the race, too, if I had to guess. Well, no, it might not be. It may be. Now these guys have calmed down, though. We're going to go on actually one full commercial break here, side by side, though, so y'all will not be missing anything at all.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
As we are back here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, currently halfway in the race so far. Dylan McDonald, he leads right now. He has Cogswell on his bumper, though, as Jeffrey has actually lost a spot to DJ, so he dropped back to 5th. Brock is literally where he started. I think guys have probably gotten a little bit more scared to go, full throttle off the exit of the corners because they realize how it is snappy on exit. Dylan just haven't stepped out here. Cogswell has some front end damage too. I've noticed that. It's, oh, is it just standing up? I believe that's how the hood, yeah, the front of it's just shaped like that. It looks like it was damaged though. Fastest lap was, it was set by Dylan, and it was actually a lot faster. He's ran a 30.9. Next closest one is a 31.07. That was Tate who set that his fastest lap of the race, but Dylan has the fastest lap overall of anybody so far. Watching over a child right now, having to deal with him. I'm going to give Stewart a reload here because his paint scheme's been white the whole entire time. I don't know if Trading Paints just isn't wanting to load his in particular, but it's kind of confusing me because his was the only one that didn't load the whole entire time. And that just doesn't make any sense. As Hubka goes down pit road, he's going to be pitting here. McLaughlin, it's not loading some other people's too, so do know a way around this if it doesn't fix itself. It looks like it's just his. That won't give me a paint scheme anymore. But yeah, I think that if these guys go to lap 100, like 110, that's going to be their final pit stop. They won't have to pit anymore after that. They'll be good till the end of they'll be good to the end of the race, hopefully. We're going to get into some traffic, though, so that could really mess them up if they're not too careful. Cogswell, he's just staying on Dylan's bumper. He's not really leaving. Or he's staying within eye shot of Dylan. He's not really moving up or down from him. Yeah, there, he's still riding around in fourth. Everybody's riding around in fourth. I don't think that's a bad idea either, but riding in a higher gear will be a little bit more fuel friendly. I mean, you're going to be slower, which is why it's fuel friendly, so. I really do want to know what happened to McQuaid. Because he actually hasn't... Don't do that, Zofield. He actually hasn't pitted. He just went down pit road. And he didn't stop in his box. So that had to be a caution. Thomas Stewart has spun it. We stay green, though, because he's pretty much off the racing surface. As Mike Savanowski has... Oh, my gosh. He has totaled that thing. That car is completely broken. I don't know if he can even turn that at all. I'm going to be amazed if he can. I've got no idea how he has any type of steering right now. I mean, it is just shot. He has to take the other way down pit. I mean, look at that right front tire. It's not turning. Sorry, left front tire. I don't even think it's turning. Yeah, it's towed out. I mean, he has just destroyed it. It does trigger a lot of guys that go down pit road, though. I do want to see how in the world he did this. He had to just pound that inside wall. Gets loose right there off the transition. Yep, car steps out. Oh my, ooh, it doesn't even hit head first, but he just hits it with the left side so hard. It had to be he kept his foot in it. No, he did not. He was actually off the, yeah, he was off the gas there. That's a vicious hit, though. I do want to see what happened to, because that was literally right after Thomas went off the track, and almost the exact, no, that's actually 3 and 4 here. What happened to Thomas getting down here? He's down low, too. So he was loose also. It's the same spot I keep seeing him get loose, too. It's off the exit. He gets loose, but he's really high up on the track. He chases it down the whole entire backstretch almost. Lets it go, and then slow. Tries to turn, probably jabs the brakes a little bit more, and he just spins it out. Goes through the grass. That'd be when he just tapped it, too. I think that brake bias has to be super aggressive, but we did see Dylan came down while I was looking at that, but this is pretty much almost going to cycle everyone out. Dylan Ellis and Chris Roberge are going to be the last 2 drivers that I know have to pit, I believe. I believe that will get them to the end. This pit stop will. Let's see where this cycles him out. That actually cycles him out pretty far behind Dylan. That put him. Dylan came in 4 laps before him, and he's now 6 seconds ahead of Cogswell. I think it's over. They're going to be cycling through a lot of these guys coming on and off pit road, so they're going to have to deal with guys that have like super fresh tires, some guys that have older tires than them, so they're going to have to be passing someone almost every single lap, it seems to be. Do want to give, now they, yeah, Roberge just went down, but now that we're kind of at this point in the race, they've settled down. Now I will give every driver at least 1 lap on board with their cars here, as Cody Tarrant had pitted at lap 17, so he has to come back down, though. Evidently, he has no other option for that, but you will see these pulled up on the bottom there for their name, as we will go into the cockpit with him now. We have a caution out here. Tate was in the infield. No, go away when we went to him. I don't know what happened coming off of, had to be the entry of 3 and 4 here. You did see some beating and banging, though, kind of in the field. Where did Tate go off track? Go here. So, it's just in the middle of 3 and 4. The car just comes around and locks it down. And that's through the grass. And to be honest with you, I don't know why caution's thrown for that. I mean, he's out of the way. He's not on the racing surface. But it is thrown, though, so nothing we can do about that. No, it has happened. This will bring everybody back down and bunch them up now. Wandell Dingle here. As McLaughlin stays out. We got somebody off the track. He just wrecked himself trying to catch up to the field. All right. I don't know what's happened this race. I really have no idea. I can't say I haven't done it, though. I have done that once. So I can't really beat on him too bad for that. But yeah, he'll come down pit road, probably get some of that optional damage fixed that he has now. Yeah, okay, McLaughlin probably missed the pit entry because he did come back down and he got more. What the? I hate this. I hate this. Okay. Roos, he's had a rough night. He got punted into one of the turns, I believe, early on. He really hasn't been able to rebound. I'm kind of worried about this, though. Now these guys are all, like, next to each other. If it's single file, I don't even know. We'll probably have trouble with single file restart still, because we saw him try to do that and did not go too well. Now this does put everybody pretty much on an... Why would you not pit unless you don't have tires? It doesn't make any sense not to pit. The lights are off here, so it will be green this time by. 39 laps left in the race. 150. We had 8 cautions. We had a lot at the beginning of it, so... His car pulls off here. Dylan McDonald leading them back to green. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway. Guys get off that corner pretty well, so that does give Dylan a little bit of a lead. Everybody else single files out relatively quickly, too. Don't really get up all over each other. We do have DJ trying to work on Trey, though, and I think DJ will probably get Trey to bite on something. Trey is loose, however. Seeing he's going to look to the inside. DJ will. Just look to outbrake him. Yep, he just outbraked him there. It was no who's going to get in there deeper. If it was me, you know, you're seeing how deep you can get. It's fun to see who has the guts to go in there deeper than somebody else. And somebody, you know, it's going to be you lift or I lift. As Savana, oh my gosh, he's totaled the car again. The same spot as before, too. Yep, kicks out on him. Literally, almost the same impact as before. No, he hit it twice here, doesn't he? Oh, now that's going to actually rip it off. It's the same spot he got loose, though. That literally almost looks somewhat identical. So he's fine here. He hits it with the side. He gas it back up. No, he does not. He is literally sliding that fast. That grass is very, very slick. I mean, we'll watch his RPMs. He's holding the brake the whole entire time. Not on the gas. Right there, he's off of it. That grass is just that slick. He was just not able to stop at all. I think DJ's kind of turned it up now. He's realized, hey, I kind of got to go. I want to get up to the lead here. He does have about almost 30 laps, though, to kind of work his way up there. And I think it'll kind of come to who saves their tires here, because this is a semi-long run. You don't want to go out there and just, you know, run some blazing laps and try to get it done and over with, because you'll be eaten up really quickly. Biggest move of this whole race has been Roberge. He's up 16 now in ninth, and he did pit with everybody else, so he has even tires with him. And Warren looks like he did get his damage fixed. As Joseph left at one point in the race, I didn't see him leave. Evidently he did, because I went to go check his name and he's not there anymore. He's on the completely very bottom of the scoreboard, so it means he's left. That's what it gives a notification for. Kind of look at some certain drivers here. I know these are actually my two drivers that are running nose to tail currently. Taylor and Warren. McLaughlin, I think he's actually, I mean, one car separates him from his teammates. Actually, really one car separates him now. Up front, Cogswell has been running slower times, but I'm not. If I was Cogswell right now, I'm not panicking. You could honestly maybe even save a lot too. You don't need to be pushing super hard. You can really just let the car roll whole entire corner, and then after that, get back on it. As Zofield has went off track, and he's came back on, and that brings out another caution. Just has it step out on him there on the lower line, and now, okay, I want to check this rule. Now it's the question of who comes down pit road. I don't know who's going to come down pit road now. Do you come down or do you stay out? You're going to have... Oh, yeah, I know you're coming down. Okay, that was only a rule for, I'm guessing, road courses. Thought it was 2 or more drivers. Okay, split decision too, as I was looking at that. We did have people come down pit road 8th to 19th, I'll go ahead and say. Came down pit road, got tires. There's a 108, that's Tate that's thrown in there. He's the, like, odd man out. So, these new tires, I think that was a good call, taking the tires. Now, these guys may have not had a set, though. So... But they do go back to double file restarts here. This generation's screwed. I'm going to go ahead and say it. But enough of that. Pace car will pull in here. Dylan McDonald with Lucas Whitehead on his outside. I have a split of fresh tires and old tires as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Freshest tires currently sit in 8th place. That is Jonathan Cogswell all the way back here. You have Zofield go around. Savanovsky still in pit road. Where are the fresh tires at? They're still sitting back here in 8th, but here they are coming through the pack. These guys are going to be able to get a little bit of a better drive off, a little bit better of a drive in. Cogswell's trying to get up under Sizemore. He'll do that. Sizemore almost comes down, and Cogswell has to lift a little bit that reaction that he had there as we have somebody going through the infield. That is TJ Hanley and Noah Owens. As happens in front of TJ. Starts with Noah. What happens? Oh, he's chasing it down. Yeah, he tried chasing it almost the half portion of the backstretch. That's not going to end too well for him, and he figured that out the hard way. Brings out another caution, though, so this is going to really change everything up again. Fresh tires only moved up to 7th, so only really gained 1 position. Right now, this is the best thing that could be happening to Dylan. You know, that laps are ticking down, doesn't have to burn the tires, doesn't have to really do much of anything else at all. He's just pretty much just got to get in there and just drive nice and calm, and not just go wipe himself out. But as these guys have gone under their 10th caution here, I'm just going to go ahead and do another ad break here. Of course, it will be side by side like always. Y'all won't miss really anything, though, because it is under caution.
and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
As we are back live here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. 20 laps left in the race here. Dylan McDonald leading them back to the green flag. Bunching them all up again. Going to be another shot. Dylan and DJ lean on each other there. Dylan gets a good fire off. DJ tries to stay with him, but he's not really going to get a good start either. We had these guys race off the corners there. Looks like everybody gets off pretty well. We did see Matt Metler spin it, however, as I have my dogs talking back here, so give me... I would be saying ask for a minute here, but Gatsby is wanting to talk to Pax right now, so having to deal with him doing that, so you might hear a little bit of a whining noise in the background. Oh. Hey, quit it. Got all of them around me, and I don't know why. See if DJ did. DJ actually did lose a position, though, so it's going to be Lucas there. Cogswell, though, he's up to 6, but he's not really making that much time. He does have pretty much 20 or 17 laps to do it, so it's not like you have to get it done at this moment, like it's a do or die right now. He can afford to save a little bit. We were back there. I decided to let them out because they were all over me. I don't think I missed much, though, as I was having to deal with that. I get back to these guys leaning on each other, so evidently I didn't miss anything good, though. Lap times, though, Dylan, he's setting down some fast laps. I mean, he's hauling it right now. He ran a 35 that lap before. This lap he ran a 30, or last lap he ran a 31.1. But Lucas ran a 31, almost 31 flat. DJ almost a 31 flat too. I'd like to see how he's changed as Warren Young has crashed, though. In the back here, Tate is involved also. Young has almost the exact same damage that he had before. This is a multi-car pileup, however. As looks like there's 2 separate ones. Okay, so we're going to go to Warren first. So Warren is... Oh, Cogswell's... Yep, Cogswell came back down the track, hit Warren. Warren then goes down to the inside wall. We saw Sobnowski do that earlier and it tore his nose off. Now what happened with Tate? Coming off the corner. It looks like Ryan Sizemore just got loose and Tate was kind of involved in that. Tries to drive it through the infield. That's... Yeah. I think it's where he got back on the gas. Here's where he spun himself around. Great. Caused him to go head first into the wall. It's pretty much a 360. Yeah. Well... Not even really that. He really doesn't even get back on the gas. He just kind of, where he just jabbed it once, and cars already can't stop when they're so I mean, they're so heavy, one thing, too, but the brakes where they've been putting the rear so much, it really wants to shoot them around all the time. It really can't get them to start good or stop good either. Is the issue they have. But that's going to change up everything, too. They'll probably get the green with maybe 10-ish. Probably about 9 laps left. Getting in and out here. So, yeah, they'll get the green flag with 9. I think that pretty much 9 left is what it should be for him. That's just me guessing, though. But fresh tires, they're not being able to get up front. I mean, they've not benefited like I thought they would. It's just taking them a lot longer to get up there. Lights will go off here, though, so it will actually be... Yep, lights should go off there. Yep, so it will be 9 laps left when they grab the green flag. And one thing, Dylan takes the outside. That's interesting. He took the inside most of the restarts, but he moves to the outside there. That's interesting. I don't know if I would have done that. You might like the exit on the outside, though, they can get. Pace car will pull in this time by, though. Who's going to get a good restart? Can Dylan McDonald get a good exit? That's the big question that I have. Is if he can't get a good exit, that's going to be hard for him to do anything with. He does get a very good start, though, so he doesn't really have to deal with that at all. He gets out ahead, and everybody else is going to have to deal with each other there as DJ gets a little bit of a tap to Lucas there. Going to be 3 wide, making it close off the corner. Guys back, I did expect him to start racing really hard. Hopefully they don't start punting each other, though. That's what comes to it later in the race. That's what I've sounded. Yep, and there goes somebody around immediately as I'm talking about that. Yellow flag flies. Cash, Metler, and Sizemore are all involved. I don't know. That looks like Owens coming down, or not Lewis, Ryan Sizemore coming down across the nose. Yeah, I can't blame Cash for this. I don't know. I mean, he does gas it up, but I don't think it brings him up across the line. I'm trying to break this down. I mean, it straightens out, but Sizemore is coming down the track, though, so I can't put that on Cash. How does Metler get involved here? Earl's so filled, he hits it hard. Metler just kind of scrapes it against the wall, trying to slow down. Does bring out the 12th caution, though. That'll get him green flag with about 5 laps left. Yeah, 4 laps left, I believe. That's what it should be. As that's not good. We can't see now they're back. I don't know why they've been blinking in and out recently. That's kind of odd. I don't know. It's been doing it a lot too, it seems, this race. I don't know if it's my CPU is not liking its life at the moment, but I really don't know, to be honest with you. Yeah, nobody's gonna come down pit road, and these new tires have not been doing what I really thought they would. I mean, they've just not gone up there. They've not really been able to make a lot of moves. I thought that, you know, Cogswell and these guys that got fresh tires are gonna be absolutely just hauling it, but I'm completely wrong. I mean, completely wrong on that. Lights do go off here, so it'll be green next time by. Yep, 4 laps left. I'm gonna put Trey to the inside of Dylan now. One thing that's so hard though is they're gonna have to time these starts. If McDonald doesn't get one start, that's gonna be really difficult for him. I mean, it will be really hard for him from that point on. Dylan's got to nail this restart. He's hoping that this is his last one, too. His car pulls in, though. Dylan McDonald takes the top line as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here, and he gets a good start again. Oh, DJ wiggling a lot off that corner. Dylan McDonald, he's just hoping. He's trying to get to that white flag. He's pushing hard now. Everybody's pushing hard. They don't care about the tires. I know Cogswell and these guys that got fresh tires, they're throw it out the window. Who cares? Just go get all you can. These guys are getting loose. McQuaid wrecks on the backstretch. That will bring out another caution. Just tries to get the power down. He loses it, saves it, loses it, and then loses it again. He somehow clips Roberge. Owens gets a lot of damage. So does Taylor. So does Roos. So does Ellis. Hit hard for all those guys. Oh my gosh. That car is broken. Oh my lord. I have not saw a next-gen car like this before. I mean, that thing is absolutely destroyed. Like, that is straight for him. There's no way. So, it's broken the toe link in the rear, but it's also shifted the drive line to the left, I believe. To the right, sorry. Like, it's moved it completely. That's why he's so towed out like that. Like, that is... Oh, my gosh. I have never saw a car be that badly damaged. And look, he has to fully steer to the right to even turn. And he's turning left. Like, look at how much he's to the right, and that car is pointing left. Oh my gosh. I mean, that is... I have never, ever saw that happen with a next-gen car, ever. Holy crap. He's got a fast repair, though, because you saw it kind of pop the fenders out. He's got to get off pit road, though. Can he get off there in time is the question. He's got to beat the pace car. Lightning McQueen moment. Got to beat the pace car out. Jack needs to drop and needs to go immediately. Looks like he does beat it out, though. He had a just demolished car. I mean, just utterly demolished. Oh my lord, that is hard. Gosh, I don't know how you get a car that broken. Like, you know, I've been turned head on into the wall before, but I don't think I've ever messed up a car that bad. Like, I don't think I've ever managed to do that, to what he did, to that extent, because that is horrific. That is more than just being turned. That is being destroyed, literally destroyed. But lights do go off here, so pace car will pull in this time by. It will be a green-white checkered attempt. I don't know if this is an official one. I don't think it is. No, it's not. I don't believe so. I might be wrong. I don't think it is. So next time by, this time by, car's gonna pull out, and it's gonna be on from there. Pace car will pull in, though. Dylan takes the bottom. Trey is on the top line. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. Not able to get a good start is either of the guys behind Dylan McDonald. He only has to go around one more time, then the race is official for him. As never mind, caution is out. Cash. That is TJ Hanley. And it looks like Roberge are involved in this incident here. As what happens? Somebody goes around. Hanley just gets loose on the bottom. Cash has nowhere to go. He gets collected in it. So does Roberge. Roberge has really nowhere to go. Metler barely stops before it. Literally slams on his brakes. He comes within like 5 feet of it. But he does do a good job of not just destroying the wall with them. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. I just looked at this now. Price's right contestant celebrating his victory dislocated his right shoulder. Wait. Just dislocated his shoulder, but... Oh, my... Which one did he get? Oh, he got his... Which shoulder? He got... Oh, my gosh. He got one of them. I know how that feels. I dislocated my shoulder twice, and it is not a good feeling. My left one twice. They knocked me out both times, and that's the only time I've been medically high. And it was awesome. And also really weird at the same time because I had no idea where I was. Yeah. Don't do drugs. In general, at all. I told him knock me out because you were not putting my shoulder back in with me awake. I was not having it. Not gonna happen. Big no-no for me. I'd rather just you stab me in the heart than do that. Get it over with. Now these guys are under a official green white checker attempt, though we will take one side-by-side commercial break here that we have left. The only able to run that ghost one again. Those are randomized, so I don't have any control over what. Well, I kind of do, but I have it set to no randomized when it goes in there. Again, we only have like 3 ads that I run in that because 2 of the other ones don't fit correctly. So his car will pull in here. His car pulls in. Dylan needs to get a good start. He doesn't get that good of one, though, like he did before. It's going to leave Lucas a little bit closer than what he was before as another caution comes out. What has happened here? That looks like a netcode issue there. Nope, Trey hit him. Yeah, Trey turned Jeff sideways. Roos got hit by somebody else. Who did he get hit by? So where does Roos get hit? Roos gets hit by somebody here. Oh, it's Hubka. Hubka, did he wash up the track or did he get hit? That's his own team owner. Oh, actually, he might have got some help. Yeah, he did get some help. Who is this? That is Thomas Stewart behind him. Hubka got sent into the corner. That sent him up into Roos. And then DJ drifts halfway around the track. Doesn't wreck it coming out of 1 there, or off of 2. I believe they will have at least one more attempt at it. I think they have one more left. But out there doing that, we'll just go back to that commercial that we have so y'all don't get bored out of your mind.
I played a couple of simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
We'll have to cut that one a little bit short too, because going to be coming back to the green here. This is a second green white checkered attempt that they're going to have here now. Guys were roughing each other up just a little bit, and it didn't end up too well for each other. Pace car does pull in here though. DJ Daniel with that damaged car. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. Dylan, he's just hoping that he can get back to his white flag. Once that white flag's in the air, it's done for him. He doesn't have to worry about anything. Lucas is right there with him, though. So Lucas Whitehead, he might have one, like, he's got one shot, maybe in 3 and 4. White flag is in the air. Zofield has crashed back there, but that's way back there, so it's not going to matter. As DJ might get moved there by Brock, and I think he did up the track a little bit. See, they're 3 wide back there. Cogswell in the middle, DJ up high. That might have wrecked Cogswell. No, it didn't. They keep it straight. But Dylan McDonald is going to go into 3, come out of 4 here, and after a caution-filled race here, as they are now punting each other into that corner, will come off of 4 here, and he will win here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Lucas Whitehead second, Cogswell third. Do want to go back and see where is DJ at. He got some help coming to this corner, and I would not blame him for being mad because they definitely moved him out the way. So you see it right there. He's got front end damage too. So he gets loose there. Everybody's been doing that. I don't see anything wrong with that. Brock is on the bottom, and DJ goes down in there. Brock gets loose. DJ goes into him, and Brock bobbles it, catches DJ on accident there. Dylan Ellis has nowhere to go. He just keeps his foot in it after that. But Dylan McDonald, he does win the race. I do a Kyle Larson style burnout here. He does win here after a very long race, like I said, so we'll pull up the finishing order here now. Go to a blimp view also. That's qualifying results. Let me pull up the race ones here. You bring in Jonathan Cogswell. Hey, Jonathan, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Hey, how you doing?
And so you come home third, after was a long race, but now how did it go for you overall, though, man? Because it seemed like you were up front most of the night here.
The car felt really good to me, really stable. I was doing really well. But Dylan's my nemesis. I really deep dived in my pedals and everything, trying to get an edge on Dylan somehow or another. I even pitted to get some fresh tires, but I had 4% advantage, but I still couldn't get it done.
So like, what do you think you need there at the end, or is Dylan just pretty much your kryptonite so far?
He's been my kryptonite for 2 years. I'd have wins if it wasn't for Dylan.
And well, I'll keep it sweet and short since I know this has been a long race. So before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
I'd like to thank Roasted Gems Coffee and Sims Spec Esports. My team's really great, and thanks for everyone for coming out and racing.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good third place finish tonight, though, man.
I'll see you.
As we will bring in the second place driver, Lucas Whitehead. Hey, Lucas, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man? I think I heard you there for a second. You got a copy?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. So you come home second, just fall a little bit short on Dylan. What do you think you needed there towards the end?
I don't know. Dylan was really good at getting the most out of that exit. He knew exactly how much that car could handle throttle-wise. And I tried making a gain on him there with like 2 to go, gamble a little bit more, but I was so afraid of just throwing it away, just getting loose off exit and taking everybody with me that I just played a little bit safe. But Dylan's a great driver, and he was able to get the most out of the car tonight, a lot more than anybody else.
I mean, it was definitely there. But now, how was the setup overall? Because it seemed like you guys were dealing with a lot of looseness off of turn 2 there.
Yeah, that was the only place it was really an issue was getting out of 2. It's just them. If you got back into the throttle too much, you really had to just try to carry as much momentum as you could through it and get through the center, then start amping up the throttle gradually and backing up your corners later on the run.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
I just want to thank my teammates, Dylan and Chris Cash and Dylan Ellis and Trey and Brock, everybody. We have a good time practicing these races and trying to have fun, clean races out here in the Ghost Cup Series. And thank you and Hubka for putting it on.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good second place finish tonight, man.
Thank you, buddy.
We will bring in the race winner in Dylan McDonald. Hey, Dylan, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
And so you pretty much stayed up front the whole entire race. How did the car feel, and how did the race go for you overall?
Actually went pretty good. You kind of caught me right in the middle of trying to scarf down my dinner, but yeah, the car felt absolutely great. I don't know what Kenny Capala did to that setup, but I got the setup from him and set him some tire runs that I did throughout the week, and just felt great all the way around. Started running Martinsville, but started running New Hampshire, just kind of like Milwaukee Mile, and kind of helped me out there, and figured out real quick that 4th gear all the way around the track throughout the whole tire runs or anything like that was the way to go.
It definitely seemed like that. But, towards the end, how nervous were you getting? Because you had to keep doing multiple restarts, and if you messed up one of them, it could have been your shot at the win down the drain.
Yeah, I was nervous with Cogswell taking those tires on that one restart and me electing to stay out. So I kept looking to see how many laps I had on my tires and how many laps he had on his. And when he took those tires with 14-lap old tires that I had on there, I was like, okay, it could either go one of 2 ways. It's either going to be him getting around me, and with that happening, I would have been mad because that would have been a great strategy. But I think what kind of killed him was the restarts after restarts after restarts. Couldn't get those tires to come in. But it kind of hindered my performance out there as well because all the heat cycles. I mean, I had to back up the entry so much just to get the tires, keep them up underneath me. So nervous was just an understatement. And then having all those cautions kind of was making me a little bit more frustrated than I needed to be.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I want to give you a big shout out up there at the broadcast booth. Hopefully you're doing well. Give a big shout out to Dustin Hall and EPI over there. helping me get this setup dialed in for this week. Helping them out as well. Give a big shout out to Kenny Kopala with TWRS, giving us the setups to race all this stuff. Give a big shout out to my dad and his wife. She's currently going through leukemia, so hopefully she can pull through on that. And everybody over at Smoky Mountain Motorsports.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good win here tonight, though, man.
All right, thanks, buddy.
It was Dylan McDonald. Caught him right in the middle of eating his lunch, or not lunch, dinner, sorry. But I only do the top 3 because this has been a very long race. So Dylan McDonald wins, Lucas Whitehead second, and Jonathan Cogswell third. I'm not going to roll an ad because this has been a almost 2.5 hour stream, so I'm just going to roll this animation, and you all can go.